welcome. I'm Lynn of Lynn X Stitches Creates.
And I'm Ash from Stitch Wrecked.
And welcome to our 100th episode. It is a 100th episode celebration. We are so happy to be here with you. I certainly hope you enjoy what you see. It's going to be a marathon episode because I've got a retreat to recount. I have got FFOs and FOs and stitching galore and haul and all the things that usually go into these episodes. We want to say thank you if you've been with us since the very beginning. God bless you for hanging out with us all this time. We're almost at the 2.5 year mark. So thank you. And if you're new, sit back, buckle up, enjoy the ride. Get a cup of coffee or a tea, and Ashley's in for the long haul.
I'm just now waking up too. Just letting y'all know.
Yeah, we were gonna film yesterday, and yesterday was just not a good day, so we decided to get up this morning and do it. And then I started showing Ashley what I have to show, and she's like, so, I didn't pick a place where we needed to start. I guess we'll just jump in. Last time I saw you, I was not here. I was at the beach enjoying the sound of the ocean and my friend the seagull. It was a great 2 days. It was very relaxing, and I really needed it. And it was a very nice recharge that got me ready for going back to Portland and Acorns and Threads Retreat, Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit for 2023, which was fabulous. Had a great table of people, saw friends that I haven't seen in a while, so it was a lot of fun. Thursday night, when I got back to the hotel that the retreat was hanging out, happening at, I met Robin, Lady Robbins, on Flosstube, and her friend Lynn, and we had some good Thai food for dinner. And then the next day is when Megan, Frozen Crafter, who is also Puffin Stitchery now, and her mom, Teresa, came in, and we sat with some wonderful people and had a great weekend. And I got home last Monday. I've been recovering ever since. I am still working hard to get back off of California time or Pacific time and get back onto Eastern time. It is not going well. I don't know why I'm having such an issue. But, how about we start with FFOs. Put that down there. I've got all kinds of things here. So, I got a call from Keepsakes that my finishes were ready. And this is the first one. So Barbara did it on a cutting board, just like she did my other one. And, sorry, I forgot to turn my phone off. So it will match, and this will hang in my dining room with Home of a Needleworker. And then my other FFO, the Coeur de Sorcière. Barbara thought I would like this before Halloween, before October. So she was very proud of me. I don't know if it's going to focus.
It's focusing up.
That I did the skin where you could see it 1/1. So I love it. Isn't that great? So let me put them up there. Let's see. That comes under haul, and that's under haul. And then I have two FOs. I finished That Pig by Petal Pusher. And he's so cute. So I haven't decided yet. I don't know why it's blowing out the colors.
It's weird.
There we go. That's better. I haven't decided how I'm going to finish him yet. I think I may do a flat fold or just do a flat finish. Not sure.
I turned him into a pocket for a zipper bag for my little sister. I also gave him a blue mask.
You gave him a what
A
mask?
blue mask.
Ah.
Yeah.
And after 6 months of hard, no,
Oh.
7 months of hard work.
Was 8.
It's done. So, that was part 6 of the Sewing Room Sal by Little Dove Designs. I love it. It's so cute. So Jan, the finisher at Keepsakes, is going to make it into a banner for me. We've already discussed what fabric will be on the outside, and I'm going to use this as the hanger. So I thought that was kind of perfect.
That's gonna be really cute.
So yay. So those are my FFOs and my FOs. I'll show some swag. So Acorns and Threads, our swag bag this year came in a lunch tote. It's all insulated. It's got Velcro across the top. It's very cool. We got a magnifier that clips to your stitching, which I have not tried it yet. I would need to have really good lighting around me to use it, but it does look like it's pretty good. So if you just hold that, and then I'll give it to you. And then we got a notepad. That's got graph paper. Really is blowing things out today. That's weird. And a pen. And I'm going to keep this handy because I was good and wrote down who gave me things. Or tried to. A couple of people were really quick. Of course, Acorns and Threads always gives us a snack. And it's traditional for M&Ms. We got 2 stickers that I have not put on my water bottle yet. Anne from Gloriana, the dyer for Gloriana, was there. And I actually, after the retreat was over, I stayed at the hotel for an extra couple of hours until it was time to go to the airport for my flight. And she was sitting with some ladies at a table across from where I was sitting and stitching. And she was giving the younger lady advice on how to dye.
Oh.
And, you know, I wish I could have heard more to share with you. But the one big thing I heard her say was, you don't measure dye with a measuring spoon or a measuring cup, you weigh it. That is the best way to get exactly what you need to reproduce colors. So if you're doing any dyeing out there, that's from Anne from Gloriana. But there's 2 colors of brown. And she gave us that to do the Beth Twist pattern that came in our swag bag. And it says, within this house may peace abide. And someone started it, and it's very, very pretty. So Beth is heartstring samplery, if you did not know. And then we got another little grid notebook. Can't see the grid. Goodness gracious. And it says, today's haul brought to you by Acorns and Threads, my favorite LNS. And it says that by Beth Twist. That's cute. And then the last things we got, if you can put it all back in there. Oops. The last things we got were our make and takes. And there's a joke because Janine does very, very simple make and takes. If you can't do Janine's make and take, I'm not sure what to tell you. But so there was this zipper pull. So it's got the PNWSS 2023 with our oak leaf. And then this one that I actually had to take off my bag because I forgot I hadn't shown it yet, but I had gotten excited, and because that was part of the make and take, was to put it on your bag or put it somewhere. But they gave us zipper pull, and it has scissors, came with a threader, but my favorite part of this is it's got my name on it. And you know, for those of you that have common names like Anne and Sarah and Barbara and things like that, you can find your name anywhere. Ashley, you can probably find your name most places. Lynn, have not seen a Lynn for 15 years. Lynn is not a common name anymore. So anytime something has my name on it, I am very, very excited. So thank you, Janine and staff. I love all the swag, and it was such a great retreat. It was really a lot of fun. They did a smalls exchange, and they did it like one of those Christmas where you pick something and then somebody can steal it from you. Yes, white elephant. I was like, oh my gosh, because we used to do that with my teachers at school. And, you know, I worked at a very small school. It was a private school, and there were only 25 of us, and it would take a long time because people would steal back and forth. And there were 72 or 79 smalls because people that were on the digital retreat at home had the opportunity to mail them in and participate. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to take forever. And it was 2.5 hours, which is much better than I thought. I figured it would be at least 4. But a lot of people didn't steal. But then some people in the room started to steal because they didn't want to be on camera again. Because anytime you open something up, you had to go up to the camera and show the people on Zoom so that they could see. So if they wanted to steal at home, they could. But there were wonderful things. I didn't participate. I didn't have a chance before I left to finish anything, so I didn't participate. But it was fine. It was fun to watch, and beautiful, beautiful things were made. Unfortunately, they didn't get put out on tables so that I could film what the Smalls Exchange was. But I do have a video of the brag table, which had some gorgeous, gorgeous finishes on it. One that I almost took and put in my suitcase but she would have known. She would have known it was me because I was just gushing over how much I loved it. But anyway, so then some of the goodies I got. This was my first goodie. It says Retreat Loot. Was by Mar, who has a floss tube, which is, I think, verbena and stitches. I will put it here because I'm not remembering exactly, but she was one of my table mates. Let's see. I got some from Tracy Stitches. Got some floss drops. Hand these to you. From Megan, Frozen Crafter.
That's cute.
She put in a little bag, a quilt peel, which always come in handy. I got to pick my sticker. She had a cute axolotl. And then this is her new card for her business. Oh my gosh. Can I turn that? Let's see if it'll... Nope. It doesn't want to change. I'm sorry, Megan. But so that's all her new information for her business, for her patterns.
That's what I'm getting there.
Yeah. And then I got another bag, had some candy, and a brush, and this was from Sheila. So, once again, if you don't know why I have a mascara brush, to either brush your fabric when you've been frogging and you've got those miscellaneous fibers, you can brush out some of those cat and dog hairs that, those specialty fibers that you don't necessarily want on there. Or if you're working with Whisper or one of those kinds of flosses, you can brush it up and fluff it up. Let's see. Mar, who made the bag, she also made for everybody at the retreat floss drops. And last year, I'll show you when I get to that project, she made squirrels for the retreat. And her website, because she makes these, you can buy these from her, is strangestitches.com. But yes, her floss tube is Verbena and Stitches, so go check her out. Let's see how close I can get it before it goes crazy. There we go. There's all her information. But Mara was a lot of fun.
That's really cute.
She's actually restoring an old house. Let's see. I guess I could have put this stuff in order so I could find it easier. Oh, this is from Devi, who's Classic Kawaii. That's her business. She's Glitter Dove Fairy on Instagram. The back of her card. I don't know what's going on. It's a project to put with your project. Get a Bigfoot sticker. And then another to put on the back of a finish. Goodness, I don't know.
Let me see. Maybe. No? Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's with my lighting. Maybe it's just morning. It's tired like we're tired. From Tammy's Crafty Life. She's also a floss tuber. And her YouTube channel is Tammy's Crafty Life. Beautiful, beautiful needle minder. And the back is also, isn't that pretty? And a couple of mints. I was good and didn't eat most of my candy that I got. There was some I did eat, but let's see. From Kristen, got just a ring with her card, which that's perfect for me because sometimes I have a cone of 310 and a cone of B5200, so sometimes I need just one, and then I put the rest of my flosses on bobbins. This is from June, who is at Mama Doll WATMD. She did a couple of floss drops out of playing cards, which I think is a clever idea. And little penguin. Goodness.
It's a penguin.
And then, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you this, a dragonfly charm. And, oh, this was from Alicia. Look at this. This is so adorable. Came in a little bag. Little mini. And she stitched a little teeny, isn't that amazing? She stitched. And she threw in an acorn, a real one, and some Dove chocolate, which you know that'll be gone later today.
That's cute.
Isn't that adorable?
That is really cute. It's like 4 stitches. No, 5.
Yep.
Oh, that's cute.
And then, let's see. This zipper pull, or scissor fob, bag, zipper pull, scissor fob, was from, oh, I'm sorry, this is taking so long. Julie, if you want to put everything back in there. From Megan, we also got a, because she won one of the giveaways, and a whole box of those threaders came, so she gave everyone at our table one. I got another.
Oh, that's really cute.
That's from Sarah. And then I got a counting pin. I think this may be the one she gave us all them and got away before I found out what her name was. So if you gave out the butterfly stick pin, counting pins, thank you. So that was all the Stitchy Kindness at Retreat. From the freebie table, I found this amazing fabric.
Ooh.
The tag says Count on Us, and I don't know if that was the store or who made it, but it says Heatherfield, the color is Stardust, and it's a 16 count.
It's really pretty.
And it's more like a burlappy fabric, but
wool, kind of.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I wish the lighting was better. You can kind of see there's specks of white and blue in it. It's really pretty. So I don't know what I'm putting on that yet. And then
Tweed.
kind of like a tweed, kind of. Found Love Tea. This was on the freebie table. Let's see, I might do that as a giveaway. Last fall's, and I have the Cottage Garden threads from last fall. So this is from Art of Design. And I found Stars and Stripes Forever by Annie Bees. And let's see. And I also found that
This was on the
from
freebie table?
This was on the freebie table from Firewing Designs. I have a feeling Ashley's going to keep that one. Then we had our designer projects. We were blessed with 2 designers this year. Well, there were 2 designers last year too. Jody from Satsuma Street and Tracy from Ink Circles. And I got to show them both of the projects that I'm working on of theirs. This was our Ink Circles project. It's called Forest for the Trees. Just so pretty. This is 181 by 133. And it came with all the colors, all the floss, and she even put a card with the color key on it.
DMC?
Those are all classic Colorworks.
Oh, okay.
And she gave us the fabric, and the fabric is just, that is pretty much the way the fabric is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And she gave us a waxer. Oh, and this is from Noteworthy Needle. The waxer was made. And My Kind of Lady, green tea. So that was from Jody, or Tracy rather, sorry. Sorry, Jody. So that was from Tracy. And then our Satsuma Street project. This is called Turning Leaves. And there's her finish. She did a beautiful pillow. It was about that deep, but gorgeous square. And that's the fabric, which is not a color I would pick normally, but ooh, it's just so pretty. And look at the floss. She gave us all the Cosmo floss, and I've never tried Cosmo floss before, so I'm really excited to try that. And this one is 150 by 150, so it's not a small project.
Big projects ahead of you.
Yep. But it's got acorns in the middle. So, love it. Okay. Oh, and I also found on the freebie table, someone was giving away a bunch of sulky spools. And I've never tried it before, so I grabbed one to try. And my lighting is so bad right now, but this is variegated. So.
I like those. They're pretty silky, smooth.
Are they?
Mm.
Okay, so.
There's still a pile off screen.
Yes.
I just want you
All right, so why don't we get into stitching and let Ashley talk for a little bit?
Y'all look at me for like 2 seconds. So I have a lot of other projects going on, but I finally pulled this one back out. It was the Cryptid Sol by Witchy Stitcher. It's on a 16 count Ada. Oh, there we go. So I think last time I only had the Mothman and the Nightcrawlers on there. I went ahead and filled in 2 more boxes up here at the very top. I put in a bat because when I started stitching this, I was a newer stitcher, so I didn't know how to count. I still don't know how to count, but I missed 2 of these motifs. There's supposed to be 3 on either side. So I'm a big
okay.
no Frogger. Unless I absolutely have to. So
Fudge it, make it work.
I took my what is that? Needle minder?
Yep.
It's bad. I don't even know if y'all can see it. There's so much 310 on here.
There we go.
But I took my needle minder and I kind of did an outline and I filled it in. Called it a day. But I think I'm enjoying this a lot more.
I like it. That works.
Now that I know how to stitch, question mark. So it's going a little faster. I think I'm going to do all of the box outlines first to motivate me to finish it, because I feel like if I do each small piece, I'm going to get, again, I don't know, I lose attention quickly, and I think that's why I'm having issues with bigger pieces, but I also like bigger pieces. So, we'll see how I tackle this. But, I hope that my frame meets up at the bottom. And no more counting errors for me.
Well, a lot of times with stuff like that, if I didn't get the frame in, like a lot of times with stitch alongs, I don't put the frame in first. If I do the frame as I'm going along, it will meet.
It should, okay.
Yeah.
But
And you can fudge it enough that it'll meet.
it'll meet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. My stitching. So, besides having stitching at the retreat, I've been doing AB Singo, which is a monthly challenge or a month-long challenge with the Magazine Monthly group on Facebook, and it happens every September. You make a bingo board with the letters of the alphabet, you put projects to go with those letters, and then you stitch them whenever they're called. And you have a choice of 1 hour or 100 stitches. And I've been flip-flopping back and forth this month because now that I'm using Markup XP for some of my patterns, I actually know when I hit 100 stitches. So sometimes I just decide, well, I'm done. And I move on. So I've got a lot of stitching because of that. I'm going to show you my Santa, Sky High Santa by Satsuma Street. This is my grandson's Christmas stocking. I'll put in a picture of where it was last time.
And what fabric is this?
This is a Picture This Plus. The tag did not have a color on it. It's just like a navy, but it's a 16 count or 14 count because all my Christmas stockings are 14 count because that's what I started on. Ada. And this is where he is now. So got a little bit more done on him. I need to really make a push during the month of October. He needs to be worked on every day, so that he's done for Christmas. I was stitching on him at the retreat, and Jody came by and said, I know what that pattern, so of course I had to get a picture with her. And
at least it's not the stocking from hell.
No, it is not the stocking from hell. There are times I get it. There are some spots it gets very color changey, and other spots there's big patches. So I will probably figure out a way to work my way to the bottom to make some of those big patches for an event that's coming up that I will tell you about at the end of this video. I also pulled out to work on, in Tracy's honor, my Elemental Dragons Fire. And I think I have a picture of where it was when I started. And I didn't add a whole lot. This was my birthday start back in January, and I've hardly had it out. I feel so bad. But I'm using assorted cottage garden threads, so I added this motif here. So, let's see.
Are you doing all 4 of them eventually, or just
Yes.
Fire?
Yes. Yep, I've got all 4. So this dragon is in Mailbox by Cottage Garden. And then this motif is actually from, it's not Cottage Garden Threads. This is Fiberlicious Baked Apple that came in a Black Needle Society box. And I may add a 3rd color as I get to the middle. I haven't quite decided yet. So I think that's where my issue is, why it's taking me so long, because I keep thinking and rethinking how I want to use the flosses, and I want it to come out looking good. So those were those 2 that were special. I had 2 new starts that you have not seen yet. I started Immortal by Lucy Bean, buying cross stitch like I'm immortal. And Megan Frozen Crafter started this with me, and
I'm sorry. That just made me think about the amount of patterns that I've amassed in the short span of like a year and a half.
Yep. Yep. It's not just stitching, it's a hobby and collecting. So that's how far I've gotten. I'm using okay, so the letters are Black Ice by Almond M&M's. The buds of the flowers are also Almond M&M silk. It's tie-dye skies. So I've got Black Ice, tie-dyed skies, and then the green is Classic Color Works Weeping Willow.
Are these called for, or were these from your
Nope, this was all from Stash.
Okay.
And then the fabric is was Forbidden Fiber Co. It was Fabric of the Month. I think maybe last month. It was corn silk. And this one's 32 count. Belfast Lemon. So, I love it.
It's interesting. You went up to 32. You usually prefer 28.
Yep. I'm trying to push my boundaries a little bit. So. No, it's mine. My daughter's trying to call. Anyway, okay. Where was my other new start? Oh, here's my other new start. In my bag from Nancy from Bougie Stitchers. So I started No Ordinary Cats by Mojo Stitches. Gotta tress them.
Are you going to change it to match Chris? Or are you going to keep the cat?
No, I'm gonna keep him black. And
I'll let Ramses know it's in his honor.
this is where I am. So that's one I've been wanting to start for a while now. And if you're not a D&D player or a mythical beast person, a tressum is a cat with wings. Okay, let's see. Did not work on that since last time. I've put in More on the River by Modern Folk Embroidery. That was in the Resolution Stitching Box from Black Needle Society. And it was called My Last Two Times for A.B. Singo. And picture. And I have now finished that row of motifs. So
I love the floss variation for this one.
yeah, that's Forbidden Fiber Co. River of Life floss that came with in that box. And then this is AB Stitch Me fabric. And let's see. I work some more on the Black Needle Society Charity Sal, which is based on Schoolhouse Rock. And I've got some more of the Schoolhouse in. I'm trying to finish up things. So this is going to take a back seat for a little bit, but yeah. So that's the front door here. So I've just got a little bit more over here, a mirror over here to finish the schoolhouse. And of course, the third part just came out, which fills in that side, and the second part was filling in over here. So I'm a little behind, but it's okay. I'll get there. I love it. It's not going to languish because we love Schoolhouse Rock in our family. And yes, there's more. The 19th, September 19th, Talk Like a Pirate Day. You know the 19th of every month, if you've been with me, that I get together on Facebook chat with my friends, and we work on our Poltergeist Pirates by Glendon Place. And this month was actually Talk Like a Pirate Day. So I wore my pirate hat. I dressed up for the occasion. So I'll put in a picture of where I was.
And this is one of my favorites to see her progress on.
Not as much. Not as much.
It's progress for me every time I see you.
It was the day that the Black Needle Society box came, and so I only stitched until Ashley was ready to do the unboxing with me. If you haven't seen that unboxing, you can go back and watch that video. So I started working on the sail, putting in some more of the sail. So, you know, it's progress. It's a work in progress. It's going to be a long time. But as long as I get it out every month, you know, that makes a difference.
And was that the called for
This is
fabric?
the called for fabric.
Okay.
This is Bang. And I got the 16 count Ada because with a project as big as this, I find it easier to count on Ada than the higher counts.
To put this into perspective for me, is this Mirabilia sized or would it be bigger?
Probably Mirabilia size.
Okay.
I've never done a Mirabilia, so I can't tell you. But I think so. From what I remember of Janet's, I think it's that size. Okay. And I had worked on Luminous Fiber Arts. Counting is hard. And I'll put up a picture of where it was. And this is where it is now. I added the X's and the 2 Quaker motifs. This is another one I just need to sit down and get done because I love it and I want it done. But for whatever reason, it just keeps getting shoved to the side. And I'm going to have to pause the video because my daughter has been calling and calling and I'm not sure what's going on. So hold please. Okay, we're back. We'll take care of some problems later. Alright, so the last thing I stitched on was my British Isles Sal from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I'm finally getting back to it. I'm in the home stretch. I'm going to be moving the Q-snap today when I get back to it. I want to add this in my daily rotation too and just get the last part done. So where it was, and I've now put in 600 plus stitches. I finished the boat. I got in, I think those are bagpipes. The beginning of Loch Ness Monster. We got a Highland Coo. And then there's 6 other motifs, I think, to put in.
This is another one of my favorites to watch you progress on. Is personally, that's too many colors for me to want to stitch, but I love watching these pieces come along.
I love this. Looking at it on the camera, it's not too bad. But in person, some of the colors are not the color choices I would have made. Like if I had seen the pattern, I think I would have toned down some colors.
But I think they come together.
Yeah.
They almost remind me of the old Mario games.
Yes.
The pixel.
Yes. So.
Remember, I said old, not vintage.
We were watching a video on Instagram of a young stewardess who found something in one of the bins after everybody got off the plane, and she was freaking out and calling security. It turned out it was a Walkman, and she didn't know what it was. It was like a cassette tape Walkman. Anyway, okay. On to, let's see, Stitchy Kindness. Janelle from Coffee, Wine, and Stitching Time decided she was going to dump this project, and I said, no, I like it, I'll take it. So she sent it to me. So it's Lucilla, and it's called All That Jazz. We got the Jazz Cats there. And this is where she is on it. So I will pick this up and see at some point, not right away, but I will work on that and finish that up for her. So that was Stitchy Kindness. Then haul. I got from the market that they just had online. This is from Running with Needles and Scissors. It's Love You More. And I just think that's very pretty. And of course, colonial garb gets me every time. It says, I love you more today than when I said I do. So, I like that. Forbidden Fiber Co. Fabric of the Month. I have put my fabric on hold because, you know, I got a lot. And a lot of it's in project bags ready to be used, and I still have a lot. So, this is called Stormy Nights. It's 32 count Belfast linen. If you didn't get yours yet, don't look. But there it is.
Which is kind of similar to...
Yes, it's very similar to your Cryptids.
but I think this one has a lot lighter motifs.
Yeah.
Yeah, yours has a lot of darker.
But very pretty. Very pretty. I love it.
I'm still trying to figure out what fabrics take on the darker dyes, because I think it's Ada's will absorb more color.
Yes.
And then
Yes, linen.
it's lighter.
Is it linen takes less or even weave takes less?
And then there's the back.
I got my needle minder from Colleen Rebel Stitcher, so if you didn't get yours yet, don't look. Or fast forward, I don't know. But it's very cute. She went early on the holidays, which I love. And she did a Papa Noel. Now, Papa Noel is a Louisiana thing. He's a Cajun Santa Claus, which is why his sled is pulled by alligators. There's a really cute book about it. She sent us some Creole seasoning. So she sent us a bunch of packages of that. I'm not sure what I'm going to put it in. I will try one. I'm not a big spicy person.
Rice.
So, and then she sent the legend of Papa Noel, and then a bunch of Santa stickers. So, very, very cute. Love Papa Noel. There's a great kids book that, trying to think, I think somebody got it for her kids. Her wife, Nicole, is from Louisiana, New Orleans, so that's why it's a big thing in their house. And I read the book to Etta while we were at Keepsakes one time, a few years back. So, and then the last of my haul, I'm starting to get my advents in. Caterpillar Cross Stitch posted on Facebook just last week that they had sent out their first shipment of them 5 days. 5 days it took to get here. And there was a weekend in between. I was absolutely amazed. So, this is this year's. It looks very similar to last year's. The style of the boxes, if I can open it without stuff falling out. So, there's all the boxes. Here's day 1, day 2, day
And
3's up there.
December is when you're supposed to start this.
So this is for December for Flossmas. If you're new, Flossmas is a time when I'll do daily videos and I will open up all these things. So this is cross stitch related. This one, however, is snack related. I got an ad for this and I thought, ooh. So if you don't know, Walkers are a kind of cookie. It's a shortbread cookie. And there's the inside. So instead of chocolate, I did shortbread cookies. And I got one for my grandson too, because I figured, you know, that's better for him. A daily snack. He likes cookies. And I've got, so the nice list will be coming from the Black Needle Society, Forbidden Fiber Co. I'm trying to think.
Star Trek.
No, Forbidden Fiber Co. Advent. I'm trying to think what her theme was this year. I think it was a Christmas Carol. I'm not sure though. Don't quote me on that. And then I've got Missouri Star Quilt Companies again. So I will have lots to open for Flossmas again this year. So December 1st, be watching for daily videos. But before we get to December, we get to October. Sunday is October 1st, which lots of things are happening that day. First of all, it's Witchy Stitcher Day. Ashley's Cryptid was designed by the Witchy Stitcher. The Witchy Stitcher is having a lot of medical problems right now. She has a very rare form of cancer. So the community is getting together. October 1st is Witchy Stitcher Day. And if you would like to join us, we are going to be purchasing patterns, PDF patterns, please, from her website to help with finances for her family. Now, why do I say PDF? Well, PDF, she doesn't have to do anything. Her family that's helping her doesn't have to do anything. It will automatically go to you. You pay, you get your pattern. If you get anything physical, then of course her family has to get together and pack it up. And I know there's a lot of things on her website that are really cool and you might want, but for Witchy Stitcher Day at least, try to keep it to a PDF pattern. And there are lots, and I am not a Halloween stitcher, you know that, but there are a lot of cute patterns. She's got a lot of cute
She still
patterns.
has her previous sales. I think there's like a Haunted Mansion one. There's
Yep.
a what is that called?
The Stephen King house that she did for Black Needle Society,
There's
I believe, is
another
on there
one
now.
That is, it's a mall, and it's got all
The
the
chopping
different-
mall.
The chopping mall.
Athena just finished that last summer, in June, this past June at StitchCon. So, yeah, she's got lots and lots of patterns to look through that are PDF. So if you feel so led to go buy a pattern on Witchy Stitcher Day, great. Also, starting October 1st, the Black Needle Society is doing Zombies versus Humans. This is a Facebook event. So if you are interested, go over the Black Needle Society Facebook page or their Instagram and to get all the details. Basically what's happening, it's free, so there's nothing to buy. You sign up, you put when you're available, and then there's one person we know who is already the zombie. And they will be challenging 3 people on October 1st to a stitching challenge. And whoever stitches the most in 10 minutes, it's only 10 minutes, will win. So, if the zombie wins, you become, and you're a human, you become a zombie. If the human wins and you're already a zombie, then you have to win another challenge within 3 days. Otherwise, you're out. So, there's more rules. I'm not explaining it right. Go check out the Facebook page. Go check out the rules. We just got Once Upon a Stitch box, the September box. The November box will be coming. Looking forward to that because it's 80s themed. And if you go to the vault October 1st, anything that was in Once Upon a Stitch or any of the other boxes that's still available, you can use my code Lynn5, get 5% off your purchase. A lot of good stuff in there, a lot of fun stuff. And yeah, so I think we're gonna call it done. Because you have been with us for a long time and there's other things that I plan to add in. I hope. Some of the staff here has not been filming like they should be, so we'll see if it happens this week or next week. At any rate, thank you for joining us. Thank you for sitting with us for 100 episodes. Here's to the next 100. Bye.